What's happening, people? This is Calham64 here, and welcome back to more Let's Play Metroid Fusion. Last time, we collected every single item in the game, and in this episode, we will be finishing off this game by destroying the SAX once and for all. So, on with the show. And this is very exciting for me at the moment, because, well, I've never finished an LP. I mean, this is probably, well, not really probably, this is my second ever Let's Play, and my Minish Cap isn't done yet and all. So, yeah, this is quite good for me. Anyway, and wait, what? Oh, I'm getting mixed up with the buttons, because I've been playing Super Metroid lately, and that has a run button. So, just to let you know, I might get mixed up with the controls a bit, because I haven't played this for a couple of days, and I've been too hooked on Super Metroid. But aside from that, instead of going on about what I've been doing, let's now get on with the battle. Okay, just to let you guys know, I decided to do this bit with post-commentary, because I tried to do it with live commentary, but in the end it was just all about random stuff, and it was just boring to hear. So, just to let you know, at this bit it will be post-commentary, meaning the commentary will be all organised out. It won't be all mad and everything like before. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoy it. And now, let's get on with the final battle for the SAX. Okay, so what we're going to do is head up to this door, and suddenly there's an earthquake. And indeed, we will be fighting the SAX. This boss, I would say, is probably quite hard first time around. I died at least 6 times trying to defeat this thing. But the best way to defeat the SAX is simply freeze it with your missiles like I'm doing here, and then hit it with your charge beam. Of course, I'm not doing as well as I was expecting, because, well, look how much energy tanks I lost in the fight. I lost quite a lot. But just keep freezing him and shooting your charge beam and you should be okay. Oh, and watch out for the ice beam and his screw attack. They're quite deadly. But that's pretty much what it is for this fight. Just keep repeating the same attack, and you should have him done in seconds or minutes, depending on how long it takes to defeat him. Really, I wouldn't bother like using screw attack or anything, I mean, because it doesn't work. Oh, and this is his second form. He'll somehow grow into this mutated alien thing and start jumping all around the place. Now, this form I find is quite easy because, well, I just killed it in like 5 seconds. You just hit it with your charge beam and then it's done. And now we are at the Core X. I won't go how to destroy this thing though, because I've gone on about it before. You know, when its eye appears, you hit it with the missile, and you jump out of the way of its beam. Except I need to be really careful because I've only got 1 energy tank left, and I think they consume 1 energy tank, but that's not good. But anyway, that's it. That's the boss, and the Core X has gone out of the room for some reason. But we'll find out what that's about later. But let's do what we do like in every other Metroid game. Let's hit the self-destruct button. So yeah, in games like Super Metroid, the original Metroid, you always blow up the planet. That's what I've noticed. It's just weird, but it's kind of a nice way to finish off the game, I guess. I mean, I can't argue with it. But anyway, we have 2 minutes. Let's get back to the ship before the whole planet blows up. So, let's go down the elevator and make our way out by heading down these steps. And well, there's not really much to talk about here. We just got to head back to our ship. At this bit, I would say this: don't waste your time going in that recharge room where the door is to recharge yourself, because, well, actually, I'd rather say why later, because otherwise it's going to give away a spoiler. And as you'll notice, a lot of the save rooms now are down, and every door we go out will begin to lock, because, well, I mean, the whole place is about to blow up. Why wouldn't you lock the door? Well, in reality, you probably wouldn't have enough time or anything, but oh well. We can't really base reality on games. Anyway, so we're going to go across this corridor, and it's all destroyed. This does not look good whatsoever. The BSL research station is damaged, and there'll be a Metroid egg. But when we head back, the Omega Metroid makes an appearance, and it's really deadly looking from last time in Metroid 2. And oh my god, look at that. Look at all those energy tanks. Gone. Oh, actually, no, wait, I only had one. But yeah. Oh, wait, what's this? Oh my god. The SAS is helping us. He's destroying the alien for us. He's a good guy. Oh no! Ah. Oh dear. So yeah, the SAS just sacrificed his life. And now we are at the final battle with the Omega Metroid. Just keep firing it with your beam, that's all I can suggest. Because, well, I've got 20 energy tanks. It's rare that I'm going to die. And that's one reason why you shouldn't really waste your time in the recharge room. Because he's going to hit you down to 1 HP. The SAS is going to restore you and all that. So don't bother with the charge room. But that's it. That's the boss done. That is the game done. And I will now be switching back to live commentary in a bit. 100% complete. Now, let's enjoy the ending. That perfect military mind. The wisdom of Adam Malkovich continued to serve even after death. Until today, I had no idea the minds of leaders and scientists were frequently uploaded to computers. My incredible reunion with Adam may have saved the universe. But how will the beings of the universe view our resolve? I doubt they will understand what we did, the danger we barely averted. They will hold the tribunals and investigations. They will hold us responsible. Adam understood this, and he spoke to me in my anger. Do not worry. One of them will understand. One of them must. I've reflected upon his words, and I see the wisdom in them. We are all bound by our experiences. They are the limits of our consciousness. But in the end, the human soul will ever reach for the truth. This is what Adam taught me. Just one detail still bothers me. This ship can only be started manually. Yet, before I faced the Omega Metroid, the ship moved on its own, guided by someone's hands. Is it possible? Adam? Lady, what's troubling you? You wonder how I started the ship? Just think about it. They lent me a hand. And so we were saved by the animals. I don't know any other way to put it. Anyway, that is it. That is the LP complete. My first ever Let's Play finished. Because my Minish Cap one still needs to be done, but I said I was going to continue that on an emulator and all that, but I'd worry about that at a later date. However, Metroid Fusion, I would definitely recommend getting it. It's a brilliant game. You can get it on Game Boy Advance or an emulator, or you can even download it for 3DS if you're a Nintendo 3DS ambassador, which is what I'm recording it on, because like I probably said through most of my LP, this has been recorded on the 3DS. Not on an emulator, not on a Game Boy Advance, and if anything, it was a bad idea. I could have been recording this on an emulator, which would have made it in better quality and everything. Oh well. Still. I would say, though, that my favourite Metroid game, so far, from what I've played, yeah, I haven't played the Metroid Prime games at the moment, or Metroid Other M. I've only played the 2D side-scrollers. But so far, I must say, my favourite Metroid game is Super Metroid. And yeah, it's kind of weird, because I only played it a couple of days ago and completed it in like 3 days, because, well, I am such a nerd, and all that. And Super Metroid is probably my favourite Metroid game I've played so far. after I play the Metroid Prime games, it will probably be one of them, but I'm not too sure. For now, I'm just going to stick with Super Metroid. Second favourite is probably Fusion. I really like Metroid Fusion. Oh, and Iwata Satoru, or Satoru Iwata, is near the end of the credits, so that means the credits are done. Let's now see what ending we got. And there it is! The ending that appears when you collect 100% of items. And we did it in short time too, if anything. If we did it half an hour short, I would have got the best ending possible. Because the best ending possible is if you collect 100% items in less than 2 hours. So we weren't far off it, I'm very impressed. Anyway, that is all I have to say for this LP. I hope you have enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next Let's Play of The Legend of Zelda for the NES.